Hey, Patty.
Hey Jay, nice to see ya.
Good seeing you. We've got so much going on right now with Azure Cosmos DB Conf 2026. But the one thing that I know that's going on is that I'm your co-host this year.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it.
Do you think you got any little tips you can help me with?
Gosh, I feel like everything is ramping up, but honestly, last year was so fun. There were so many great talks last year, as there will be this year. So honestly, don't forget to have fun. I think you got this in the bag.
Thank you. And speaking of the talks, we've got a lot of things that are going to be going on. Like our VP Kiro is going to be doing some really great interviews with people from like AMD, OpenAI, Walmart, Vercel, and always hearing like directly from customers for me is one of my favorite parts of Cosmos Conf.
Yeah. No, then the fact that we are completely live with a studio audience, I mean, there's nothing better than it.
Yeah, our keynote will be live, and there's going to be so many other talks that you'll be able to see over the course of the day. One of the ones is going to be by Chander Dal, who is the CEO of Kasten. He'll be presenting performance boosting, memory patterns, save tokens, cut costs, increase speed. So one of your key takeaways there will be a reusable Azure Cosmos DB schema for AI agent memory management. That's tremendous, especially when you're talking about just how AI is influencing all applications, and of course, applications that Azure Cosmos DB is the heart of.
And I know that my good friend Kayla Modi is also presenting on Azure Document DB and open source Document DB. So if anybody is running any workloads that use MongoDB or are MongoDB compatible, I think that is a great talk for that. I'll certainly be just watching it.
Yeah, open source is a big part of how I started my career, and to hear that we still have open source projects that are running strong. But there are going to be so many talks, and I just really wanted to talk about how our viewers can actually get involved and possibly even earn a certificate voucher along the way. And you know what that means, Patty?
What does that mean?
That means that we have what we call a Cloud Skills Challenge. And what do you know about these, Patty?
I actually don't know much. Tell me more.
So the Azure Cosmos DB Conf Challenge, where you're going to be able to build and optimize cloud native apps with Azure Cosmos DB. So you're going to be able to just go to a URL, or you can use this QR code, and you can build the skills to design, develop, optimize like globally distributed apps. And so one of the really cool things, and you can see it right here, you can win a certificate voucher for your test. If you go ahead and you're one of the first 500 people that complete this challenge, you'll be able to take part. You can get your DP 420 and show to the world that you know a little bit more about Cosmos DB. So you got to make sure, though, you enter it by May 8th, because you can see the challenge runs from April 14th all the way to May 8th.
That's awesome. And I think it's really cool how people can learn about Cosmos DB and Document DB through both, watching all of these great talks and getting certified.
Yeah, and so the fact that we've got something for you to actually take home, or you can start it now. It doesn't matter. It's just a matter of you being you taking some part in the event. And one of the things we'll do during the show, we want you to join us by sending in questions, give us comments like what you saw, and then of course we're gonna send you all a link for evaluation so we can know how we did. I think you did pretty good last year. Pretty good last year, Patty.
Oh my gosh, Jay, I'm flattered, and I'm sure that we'll do great this year. I'm really excited to be your co-host.
I think so too. So everybody, you make sure you join us April 28th, 9 a.m. Pacific. You'll be able to watch it on the Microsoft Developer YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our website. You can see all the talks, and you can get a direct link right to the Cloud Skills Challenge.
There's no easier way to mark your calendars. So we'll see you there.
Bye, everybody. Please join us April 28th, 2026, 9 a.m. Pacific. Thanks, Patty.
Hey, see you, Jay.